Hi, how are you? Hope you are doing okay. So today we are going to talk about self-sufficient or becoming self-sufficient. I know this is something that may not sit well with most people because they're not used to maybe doing manual work or something. But nowadays, the way things are headed, it's about time we started becoming self-sufficient because you may wake up one day and find the grid is not working. So what will you do? Okay. Assuming you wake up today and you find the internet is no longer available. You don't know how to farm. You have never been to the farm. You only depend on the computer for maybe upkeep. What do you think will happen? Are you going to stop living? I know that may not sit well with people, especially those people who stay in the village. No, for those people who stay in towns. But that does not necessarily mean you can't become self-sufficient if you live in town. Like there are so many people who have their own homes, like they have their plots of land. They live in a compound, their own compound where they don't have maybe neighbors. There are so many things that you can do to become self-sufficient, especially when it comes to producing your own food. Like if you have a small piece of land surrounding your house, why should you continue buying sukuma wiki and tomatoes and kitungus with these rising prices that are every day on the rise? Of course, it's not feasible, but it may not maybe be necessary for you because maybe you have money. But the current situation in life that you are experiencing, you don't know what might happen. There can even be a lockdown. Usikie malori za kutoka Nyandarua hazikuji, and that will necessitate people maybe having to produce their own food. So what I'm saying, I don't want to raise any panic or something. I just want to raise awareness, especially if you have a place. You can be keeping your own birds, like you can keep your own chicken. You'll be producing your own eggs. Of course, no one hates eggs. And by the way, funny enough, nowadays you can get those Kenyan improved chicken. They don't take that long. Like within 6 months, you have like grown-up birds. And those birds, they lay your eggs for like nearly 3 years. And if you are feeding them well, then you are guaranteed to have maybe, you don't have to be buying eggs that you don't know the source. The main aim of why I'm making this content about self-sufficiency is even the sukuma wiki that you are buying, you don't know who is producing it. You don't know the source. Okay, most of the sukuma wikis and greens that you find in Nairobi are they are being grown in using sewage water. But if you are using your tap water, you know the source. So that means, and you can even make them organic, whereby you don't have like to use chemicals to grow them. So by you producing your own food, you not only produce healthy food, but you also save that shilling, because that shilling is very vital nowadays with everything that is happening. It's important to have your own money. And it is important to ensure you produce your own things to keep you self-sufficient. But okay, I might sound like cliche, because personally I live in the village. But when I went to the village, I was used to buying everything. But after some time, I saw, I live in the village. Yeah? Why do I keep on buying a meat? If I had like 50 rabbits, or if I had like 100 chicken, then I wouldn't be like buying chicken maybe wherever I want to buy chicken, because I can always slaughter mine. For starters, okay, I tried keeping some, but I didn't have good structures. So there was this problem of maybe them getting out and maybe them being eaten by pests. And by pests, I mean human pests and pests like dogs, cats. So I had like to shelve that project until I had built a very good structure that can hold those chickens and rabbits safely and securely. Yeah, it's a project. Okay, I also like working outside. Like, okay, sometimes I design websites and mobile apps and edit videos. So if you have that work, you can always send me. But okay, when I'm not doing that, I usually like working with her. So I have like a small garden where I have like vegetables, avocados, and things like that, because I love work. I love getting outside in the sun, and there's no need getting outside in the sun if you're not doing something productive. So to increase my productivity outside, and I also needed to get myself outside the computer once in a while. So to do that, I needed to have a project that will get me out more, because I didn't want to be getting outside more doing that thing. Nobody loves wasting time. For me, it has been working well. I get to enjoy my time, plus it's therapeutic, maybe feeding those chickens and rabbits. Like I have reduced the numbers greatly. In fact, okay, I reduced the numbers greatly because I didn't have enough shades. The chicken, especially the chicken coop, because the coop that I was using was very small. I had to look for scrap wood to build the coop. So I'm planning to be finished with it by end of this month. So I might start getting the birds by end of December, or maybe early, I don't know, whichever, depending on maybe availability. Because okay, I wanted to start with some which are near maturity age for egg production, and also get some small chicks, the day old chicken. But those ones require a lot of work, because of course they require a lot of work and attention. But yeah, so basically what I'm trying to say is you need to be self-sufficient, whether it feels good, and it will sit well with your soul. Thank you. Enjoy your day.